All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call to order the Commissioners' meeting for Thursday, January 23rd, 2025, at being 10 a.m. I'd ask that you please join me in a moment of silent prayer. If you'd please join me and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Executive session announcement?
There are no executive session announcements today.
Any public comment for the Commissioners' meeting? Hearing none. Commissioners' comments?
I do not have anything.
I actually have two, so I'll make them both really short. We just received a letter indicating that someone is going to be applying for a permit to drill a new well in Juniata Township, which would create new Marcellus shale funds for us. I don't know that it would be much, and I don't know how long it'll take, but it's a positive thing going forward, from my perspective anyway. The other thing that I wanted to mention has nothing to do specifically with the county. It's just fascinating. If you look up in the sky shortly after sundown over the next week, you should be able to see five, I believe, of the planets lined up. So if you like things like that, which I do, just take a look right after sundown to the west, and you should be able to see several planets. Neptune and Uranus you have to have a telescope for, but all the others you should be able to see. Thank you.
Okay. With the cold weather, just make sure you're checking on your neighbors. Make sure you don't leave your pets out because the weather is very, very cold time. Could you run us through the consent agenda, please?
Sure. Resolution 16-2025 are the items of the payments of the three warrants that are listed in items A and B, the budget transfers in items C and D, items E, F, G, H, and I are item E is the bridge replacement project invoice, and then the reappointments and appointments in items F, G, H, and I. In item J, there is an appointment that we need to correct. It states the reappointment of Jane Petrosky. It should be appointment of Jane Petrosky to the Blair County Social Services Advisory Board. So we want to make that correction. Item K, and then also in item I, the interns that are listed within that are actually not county employees. They are interns. So we want to make that correction. They are not county employees. The status changes then in item M, and then the resignations in item N.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda. May I have a second?
Second.
Comments or questions? All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed?
I am an aye with abstentions to payments to Blair Senior Services and Hollidaysburg Borough.
Okay, abstentions noted. Staff reports and special business. Prison.
No, for the last part of them.
I was waiting for that.
I can't do anything about it though, so there's no sense saying anything.
Hi.
Morning.
The prison is requesting approval of the bid specifications and the advertisement for the invitation to bid for the milk products for the Blair County Prison for the contract period of March 1st, 2025 through March 1st, 2030.
I'll make a motion to approve the bid specifications and advertisement for the milk products of the Blair County Prison for the period of March 1st, 2025 through and including March 1st, 2030. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, thank you.
We are also requesting the approval of the bid specifications and the advertisement for the invitation to bid for the food and the non-food items for the Blair County Prison. And that is for a contract period of March 1st, 2025 through August 31st, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve the bid specifications and advertisement for food and non-food items for the Blair County Prison for the periods of March 1st, 2025 through and including August 31st, 2025. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Okay, thank you very much. Elections.
Good morning.
Morning.
Requesting approval of an agreement between the County of Blair on behalf of the Board of Elections and Election Systems and Software, LLC, a Delaware limited liability company, for coding the 2025 municipal primary and election ballot with coding fees as outlined in the contract, and 12 days of on-site support in the total amount of $24,600.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement between the County of Blair Board of Elections and Election System and Software, LLC, for the coding of the 2025 municipal primary and election ballot for the amount listed. May I have a second?
Second?
Any comments or questions? Sarah, is this paid for out of a
Correct. The election integrity
okay,
grant.
election grant? Thank you. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Fort.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
I'm here requesting approval of a contract between the County of Blair on behalf of Fort Roberdeau and Bearish Media for a quarter-page, 4-color advertisement in the Blair County Chamber 2025 Membership Directory and Buyer's Guide at the negotiated rate of $695, and this will be paid out of the Fort advertising and publication budget.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract between the County of Blair on behalf of Fort Roberdeau and the, how did you say that, Bearish?
Bearish. Yeah.
Bearish Media for a quarter-page advertisement in Blair County Chamber 2025 Membership Directory at the amount listed. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed?
Thank you.
Paul, you're up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Requesting approval for the submission of a Form UCS and non-hazardous waste certification by Merlo, Inc. to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Department of Environment Protection for the removal of pyritic shale at the County Bridge 69 that is not a hazardous waste to the Wayne Township landfill, McClatton, PA? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. As you recall, we had to do this to Bridge 70 also to, it's an acid rock, and we have to take it to a landfill.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the submission of the Form U-CS for non-hazardous waste certificate by Merlo, Inc., Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Environmental Protection for the removal of pyrite shale at the County Bridge number 69. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Okay.
Second one, requesting approval of an agreement for purchase under bidding threshold between the County of Blair and Allegheny Truck, Inc. for vehicle repair and maintenance as set forth in the county-approved purchase orders.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement for County of Blair and Allegheny Trucks for vehicle repair and maintenance as set forth in the county-approved purchase orders. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Okay, thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you again for all the work you're doing.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay, we're requesting approval of the 2024 agreement for purchase under bidding threshold between the County of Blair, Blair County Children, Youth, and Families, and Kids Court Child Care and Learning Center Incorporated for products or services set forth in Exhibit A in the total amount of $629.
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase agreement between the County of Blair Children and Youth and Families and Kids Court Child Care Learning Center in the amount listed. May I have a second?
Oh, second?
Any comments or questions?
I do have a question. I don't recall seeing an agreement like this before. It's for a specific daycare. Is this an unusual situation?
It
or-
is an
okay.
unusual situation where we have done it maybe 2 times since I've been here, and we just take care of childcare for kids in placement prior to them going through the county assistance office for childcare assistance.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
With everything that you guys see in CYS, is there anything ever normal?
No,
It seems like,
learned something new today,
it
so,
seems like it's always something.
yeah.
All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Okay.
All right. We're requesting the fiscal year 24-25 renewal purchase of service agreement and HIPAA Business Associate Agreement between the County of Blair, Blair County Children, Youth, and Families, and Bethany Christian Services.
I'll make a motion to approve the renewal purchase agreement between County of Blair Children, Youth, and Families and Bethany Christian Services. May I have a second?
I'll second.
Any comments or questions?
I think this is more of a comment, but I had asked questions about this before it was put on the agenda, and my understanding is that Bethany Christian does not have our preferred insurance set up. So my understanding was last year we actually did not use them, and are they sort of like a last resort because of
Yes.
that? Okay,
Yep.
just wanted to clarify.
Mhm.
All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Okay.
Okay. We're requesting approval of the fiscal year 24-25 purchase of service agreement and HIPAA Business Associate Agreement between the County of Blair, Blair County Children, Youth, and Families, and Blair County Drug and Alcohol Program.
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of service agreement between the County of Blair, Blair County Children, Youth, and the Blair County Drug and Alcohol Program. May I have a second?
I will second, but I have a concern, or I guess question.
Go ahead.
In our packet, our packet has an agreement, and then we had an attachment that was agreement, and I think they're the same, and I'm not sure that we actually got the purchase of service agreement to review. Because they're the same document. as far
You
as-
got the MOU, but not the,
That's what it appears to me, yeah.
And all I have is the resolution.
Um,
I don't have that attachment.
I can resend it, I don't know.
I think we might need to hold that so that we.
And I
can review
did bring it up, the actual paper copy to Commissioner's office.
Yeah, I don't have it to refer back.
Okay, so we're not going to vote on that
Yeah.
today.
If we can vote on that next
You can
week.
send it to
Okay.
us so that we
Yeah.
can do it the next
Resend
week.
it? Okay.
Yeah, because we definitely have the MOU, but I think that was all we got. We didn't get the purchase of service agreement.
Okay. Just move on then?
Yes.
Okay. Requesting approval of the memorandum of understanding between the County of Blair and Blair County Drug and Alcohol Program to expand the Warm Hand Off program to include the Blair County Children, Youth, and Families Office to facilitate referrals to Blair Drug and Alcohol Program Care Coordinator for individuals presenting with substance abuse disorders.
I'll make a motion to approve the memorandum of understanding between the Blair County Drug and Alcohol Program, the Warm Handoff Program to include Blair County Children, Youth, and Families offices to facilitate referrals to Blair Drug and Alcohol Programs Care Coordinator for individuals presenting with substance abuse disorders. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions?
I think this is really exciting.
Me too.
Yeah, so they'll have the care coordinator present,
Mhm.
and when families are in the office, if they have an issue related to substance abuse, they can be referred right there for assessment. So
Yeah.
that's really awesome.
Yep.
It is. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Okay, thank
Thank you.
you.
Sue is here in place of Chris.
Okay, Sue instead of Chris. Before you get started, it's our understanding that Mark Taylor suffered a heart attack earlier en route to the hospital with his wife. Can you give us an update on how he's doing?
I wish I knew more. The only thing I know is that he has been released from the hospital, and that is all we have heard from him.
Okay, try to touch base, thoughts and prayers with him and his family. Thank you, go ahead.
Thank you. So I'm here on behalf of the EMA requesting approval of the mosquito-borne disease control grant agreement between the County of Blair and the County of the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection in the amount of $53,929 for the period of January 1st, 2025 through December 31st, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve the mosquito-borne disease control grant between the County of Blair and the DEP for the amount listed for January 1st, 2025 through and including December 31st, 2025. May I have a second?
Second.
Comments or questions?
I have a question. I remember when we first got into this and it was covering all the expenses. Is it still? Because I know, there's been changes and things in
That would
costs.
more be a question for Chris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I,
That's true. Chris is not the one here. Okay, I will ask her
Yeah.
then. I'm just curious. It doesn't impact my vote. It's just, that's great.
And I
to
do
get it
remember
out.
last year that they did find West Nile, I think it was, I think one
Yeah,
or
they
two,
did.
one or
Like
two
4 of
places.
them or
So,
something.
yeah, so it does work and it does help, so. Any further comments or questions? Hearing none, all those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? All right, thank you.
Chris did remind me to mention that emails will be sent for electronic signatures.
We already got them.
Oh, good deal.
And they've been signed.
Thank you.
All right, finance.
We're requesting approval of the 2025 certification of county funds for the Farmland Preservation Program. This is an annual request. It's based off of our budgeted amounts and then the interest carryover from the prior year. This year, the amount is $159,659.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2025 certification of county funds for the Pennsylvania Farmland Preservation Program in the amount listed. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Thank you.
It's me. Okay. This item we are actually going to hold until next week. We were asked to do a letter actually in opposition of HR, I think it's 6655, which was in the last Congress. We do expect that to come up in this Congress, so it's still timely. However, I would like the opportunity to edit the letter slightly before we approve it.
Okay. I'll hold that for the next one. There is no old business, so I'll make a motion to adjourn. May I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
The next Board of Commissioners meeting will be held Thursday, January 30th at 10 a.m. Thank you.